Squirrel Rosenberg Radio coming to you live and direct from the lab on a beautiful Tuesday night, guys. You know what's so funny? It rained the entire day today, and I was very grateful for that rain. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody who tromped through the rain today. Just realize that beautiful flowers, good food, need that vitamin that comes down from the sky. So I want to give God thanks for blessing us with those showers. But once again, guys, we're back in the lab, getting ready to kick off a beautiful interview. Wow, I'm so honored to have my guest in house tonight. But you know how we do here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. Before we even talk about the guest or let you know why the guest is here, I want to take a moment to big up everybody who was here on the last show. We had a phenomenal powwow when Extreme were here. We actually didn't run the camera on this one, but Extreme was in the house. We did a DJ one-on-one battle and blast off. So big shout out to Extreme for being here and being a part of that. As we move on, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is going to be classic. I want to give a big shout out to the crew that's always holding us down here behind the camera. Big shout out to Rob. Big shout out to Manny, my boy E-Dub. Thank you, bro. Big shout out to my boy Flacco in the house. Yo, thank you guys for being here. You guys, 100% add to the flavor that makes Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. And, of course, everybody who's viewing this on the YouTube channel, Squirrel Rosenberg TV, get to see exactly what's going on behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are blessed and honored to have a world-renowned DJ in the house. And you know how we do here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. We go in, we find out who they are, where they're from, what they're doing, and where they're going. And I got to tell you, my guest is not only blazing major trails right now, he's moving out there. So help me welcome and a big round of applause to my boy, DJ Quest Flavor. DJ Quest Flavor.
Yeah.
Quest Flavor, thank you, my friend.
No, thank you for having me, my brother. I appreciate you guys having me today.
It's an honor. Let me ask you this. What was it like coming up those steps?
Oh, it was definitely a workout. That's what I've been doing, because I'm kind of fat. So, pause.
No problem with that.
Yeah.
I love hearing when my guests, they take that pilgrimage up to Mount Everest.
Yeah.
I like to hear their,
When we was coming up, I was like, where we going? We going to the roof? He's like, nah, we going to the pool. I'm like, yeah, the pool on the roof? Nah,
we do. We do while out here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. Thank you so much for coming through, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Man. And as we were saying, we're getting ready. We should have already been streaming the show live on Facebook because the powwow we had behind the scenes was very official. We touched on a lot of things, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to those topics so that everybody out there can understand my boy Quest Flavor, who he is, what he is, and the interesting things that he's doing right now, making an impact not only locally but internationally. So let's just jump into this real quickly, my friend.
Yes, sir.
The DJ that you are, what inspired that? What were you doing as a kid? I mean,
well, first of all, as a kid, I grew up, playing the drums.
Okay.
At the age of 2.
Music in the family.
Yep. Mother was a singer, sister. You know what I'm saying? They dip and dab in the music business.
Okay.
Basically, my mom. I grew up in the church, so that's how that all came about. Then when I got to a teenager, I say about maybe 13, 14. Yeah, I say about, when around that age, I just happened to have a friend of mine, his cousin, was talking about DJing or whatever. And I just brushed it off like, we laughed at him. You ain't no DJ. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't no DJ. We took it as a joke. So anyway, long story short, they had a house party one night. And, he just so happened, boom, had the party. And the next day, my friend told me we had to go by his cousin's house that DJs to go drop off something for his mom's.
Okay.
When I got there, I was just overwhelmed.
Ooh.
Came home, I was like, Ma, don't want to play drums anymore.
Get me those 2 things that rotate.
I want a DJ.
Yo, Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. We're going to get into the truth and the matter of that because there's a couple things you skimmed over right there when you mentioned the church thing. And I want to find out if you played in church, because I have a funny feeling that you did.
Nah, I didn't really play in church too much.
Okay.
I just play in the house. My mama sing something. I'm like, Mom, sing something.
And just rock out.
I just rock out there.
Wow. Yo, DJ Quest Flavor, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a quick break, come back, and I want to hear the rest of the story. And I want to see how you graduated to where you are right now with a couple pauses because I want to know at a young age when you realized what you were doing and started DJing, the girlies effect. I want to hear all of that. So hold that thought. Think about those questions.
Gotcha.
Squirrel Rosenberg Radio, Squirrel Rosenberg TV. We'll be back after these messages. 1. Squirrel Rosenberg Radio, coming back on the scene with your boy DJ Quest Flavor. We left off where we were talking about the small influences there. So you started playing drums at home and saying, "Mom, sing this," because you know your mom was a singer.
Yeah.
And she used to, but your mom sang in church.
Yeah. Yep. She sung in church.
Okay.
Yep. That's how I went, and then from there, once I got to that teenager age, and I just happened to be at my friend cousin's crib, and he was actually putting together a little house mix together for some while.
Okay, so what was he using? What instrument?
When I went in the room, I saw the techniques, I saw the, the
12s?
mixes,
Oh, wow.
everything, and I saw the crates of records. He had about maybe 12 or 15 crates of records in his room at the time.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact number. But
Right.
I just remember, and I was just so eager. I just wanted to touch it. Like, Paul, I was just like, hey, let me get on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me mess around with the joint. So,
wow.
That's
was
how
he pretty nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know what I mean? And that's how everything came together with me. With me wanting to be a DJ, basically. Because I was already a fan of all the DJs from New York and everywhere else, all the mixtapes.
Okay.
Like Doo-Wop, Juice.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, the most school.
Kid Capri, Ron G.
The classic.
SNS Craig G.
Yeah.
Clue was another one that came up in 90.
Right after them. Yeah.
He came up after them.
But all those DJs you just mentioned blazed the trail when it comes to. So that was some of your influences.
Yeah. Those are my influences.
Wow. So what was Mom's reaction like?
She was like, "Nah, you ain't playing devil music." Not in my house. Ain't no devil music going on in my house.
Wow.
And then it took a little while.
Yeah.
Until I just so happened to be doing a birthday party at this club that we had downtown Patterson.
Yeah.
Called the Cheetahs at the time.
Okay.
So to get into that real quick, I was doing Wednesday nights, comedy nights, and it was slow. So apparently an incident had happened at the club where they had to downsize and the liquor license and all that.
Okay.
For a little minute. So I'm like, yo, man, let me throw a team party in here, man. I'm in high school. I'm like, let me get this.
How old were you at the time?
I was probably I had to be I think I was about to turn 17.
Okay.
Yeah. I was about to turn 17. So basically he let me do it. And that night it was I had about maybe 710 people.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it was just my birthday party, and my aunt came. My own cousin.
Right.
She brought my mom.
And your mom saw you.
She saw okay. That's when the whole thing turned over. She saw I was serious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really too serious with the school thing.
Right.
College and all that. So, and I was a little cocky though. I ain't gonna front.
I respect that honesty. I respect that. I
was a little cocky. She was like, I was like, Ma, at the time I was young, and I was getting all the local hood fame, and having all the parties and having all the people the girls, everything, the money, you know what I'm saying? So I was so attracted because in my era, of growing up, in Patterson, New Jersey, it's all the guys that got the attention was the athletes, and what I'm saying?
True. It's that everywhere. It's just like that everywhere. It's even It's just the athletes are gonna and the singers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But not even them, man. It was just the athletes, bro.
Killing it out there, right?
The athletes. You ran track, whatever. Basketball, football.
You're
you know
in.
What I'm saying? You in there. You getting. You know what I'm saying? So or if you was on the street. That was the only way you was getting girls. So back in them times, it was just
created your own lane then.
Yeah, nobody wasn't really talking to me like that. Oh, you too nice. We just cool.
Captain Friend Zone.
Exactly. We just friends. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was that guy that hey, you need some money for calf. I was the cool guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it just got to a point where, I tell everybody the story. What made me get out there. I still can't figure it out to this day. I don't know what got into me for me to be okay, for me to get my name out there, I need to throw a party. Mm-hmm. So where I grew up at, they had a little rec where you could just rent, I think, under $100 at the time. I think $70 or something. I don't remember. But I knew the lady who to go to. So I wasn't living there, but I was always there.
Right.
So basically I threw my first party, flop. Second party, flop. Third party, flop.
Why not give up?
Yeah, I ain't give up. So apparently, I don't remember exactly how many parties. I know it wasn't a lot, but dropped my first mixtape in '96. That's when everything turned over. And you know how I did that? I sold my first mixtape right here on Rosa Parks Boulevard and 12th Ave. I seen some guys out there doing their thing.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in school. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be in school, but I just told mom to sign me out because I was doing parties and everything. Like, this is before everything started happening.
Okay.
Right? So I'm just going to I don't want to confuse you. This is before all the fame, the local fame and everything.
Yeah, you were out grinding, still trying to get your name. Get your name out there and do stuff.
So before that, I actually I went out there in the block. I seen him. I said, hey, what's up, man? My name DJ Quest. I'm from Patterson. I'm an up-and-coming DJ. I got a new mixtape because, you know, we had the radios.
Oh, yeah.
The Sony radios back in the day. Everybody from Patterson, they know. You know what I mean? The Sony and the Panasonic radios and all that we had back in the day.
Double D batteries in the back, right?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I asked these guys to listen to my mixtape. They don't like it. Boom, boom, boom. If you do, I appreciate the support. You know, $10.
Okay.
So I played it. They was like, yo, youngin', let me get 2 of those. You know,
wow.
If I could get 2, because, you know, everybody had one for the car
and one for you know right.
So I made, you know what I mean, I made $40 there. Did the same thing, went down 12th Ave and
Rosa
Carroll.
Yeah, I know that
right
block.
there, same thing. Hustle, just running my mouth. Boom, boom, boom. You know, but it's crazy every time when I think about it. I'm like, yo, I ain't even know, like, even before that, man, you know, at a young age, I was just to go get the flyer done and all that. Like, I had everything on there. I got every flyer that I did.
Wow.
Every party.
And you designed all the flyers?
No, I didn't design it, but I took it to a graphic company.
I told them what you wanted. They put it together, but you were grinding from back then, being in full control. I think what I'm very impressed about is the entrepreneurial attitude behind it at such a young age and the dedication, because one of the things you were mentioning is, as you were throwing these parties, I thought, so what about security? What about the rah-rah?
Oh, yeah, I did all that. I handled everything. You know, and I was the type of person, if it was a fight or something going on, I either knew them guys and I would get off the turntables and go squash that. Go squash that. Like, yo, man, we in the party. Like, because we was all at the same age at the time, some of us.
Yeah, so you could relate to them.
Right. You know, so we was all in high school and, you know, boom, boom, boom.
Wow. I salute you, man, because at the end of the day, at that age, you know, in this world, people tend to get so distracted. And you could have, sounds like you could have easily gone to the streets, but again, you were so disciplined and focused on this talent. So I want to take this moment to big up the, I think it was your cousin you said that showed you turntables back in the day that really sparked.
Yeah, a friend of mine.
What's his name? What's his name?
My boy Quan. Cute.
Yeah, let's big up Quan real quick. You're pushing that boulder down the hill that made DJ Quest Flavor who he is right now. We're going to take a quick break here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. Come back, jump into the next phase and next segment of, now that he has the talent and has the following, you know, some of the classic stuff he has done, so you can hear what's going on, and then we'll come back and finish up with my boy DJ Quest Flavor. Squirrel Rosenberg Radio 1. Coming back with your boy Quest Flavor. Dude, I love the way you just went so deep on that last segment, man, and I really appreciate you for being, you know, so open with this. Not only for sharing, but also for the invite and being here. One of the things I wanted to ask you about, because we spoke about this off the mic, and I wanted to get it on mic, is the entrepreneurial attitude and mindset. Because you remember you said you said you had 100. How many DJs you had under your wing at one point?
I know it was like 35 of us at one point, like all together with the street team and everybody else.
Yeah.
So, Yeah.
When did you form that?
This is back in like 98.
And why did you form a DJ conglomerate? Were you trying to
Because
unionize these guys?
What it was at the time, you know what I'm saying? At the time, we was hot in the streets. Like basically, I was hot in the streets with the mixtapes and doing everything in Patterson. Like that was the thing,
Right.
you know. So every time I was out, like I said, I got the local fame.
Yeah.
So every time I was out, I always get people like, yo, I want to be down and da-da-da. You want to be down? You got to put in work. Carry these crates. Come along, promote, help out. Put in that work first. Then I'll put you on.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where everything started to develop. I started meeting young, talented young men. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just was loyal and committed, that wanted to work. And then after a while, it just expanded to where, But then I just had to slow off it for a minute because I wanted to grow to a different place.
Understood. What's so funny, man, and it's so interesting as I sit here and get to know you even more, is the insight or the strategic outlook you had on your life. Even the fact that you were open enough to say, listen, I wasn't really focused on the school thing, but that focus didn't go somewhere stupid. It went to somewhere even more instrumental, which is towards your DJ career. So I salute you for being like that. And even now, the impact you made on giving back to that community or those guys, because I'm sure everybody wanted to be around you. But let's put some work in. You have a team together. You go out. So I really salute you for being like that. So as you're evolving right now and where you are, let my viewers and my listeners know exactly where they can hear some of your stuff, where you've played, and how they could get in touch with you.
Well, you can reach me on my Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitter, Snapchat at DJ Quest Flavor. You can check out some of my mixes on Mixcloud and SoundCloud.
Okay.
DJ Quest Flavor.
What's the correct spelling of Flavor so they can get it?
It's QUEST FLAVOR.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can follow me on all those networks. And check out some of my mixes. I got a couple of mixes that I'm about to upload for all the listeners.
Nice. And what genre do you stay in? You go across all genres, right?
All.
Nice.
Yeah, I had as far as playing, man, I played a little bit everywhere. I had the opportunity to play in Japan.
Oh, what was that like?
Beautiful, man. It was different. It was different down
from
Japan.
Patterson to Tokyo, huh?
Yeah, it was different because up here, up this way, the crowds, they interact with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody doing their own thing. You got people by the bar. You got people at VIP. They just doing their own thing.
Right.
Not there. They like this. Waiting for you to just do any little cut, any little Nagoya. Shout out all the little towns within Japan. Tokyo, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you shout out all that, you go crazy. Ooh. Any little cut, any little thing. They more into like the talent.
Okay.
So whereas now it's different.
Who were you there with?
My big bro, my mentor, DJ Ramo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's from Brick City.
Okay.
He was the one that took me to Japan and told me like, yo, I really salute to him because
that's big.
Yeah,
that's big. That's
like,
big.
Out of nowhere, like we knew each other, you know what I mean, from like hearing from, and then as I was coming up, I was dealing with a lot of Latin promoters. I always get booked by Latin promoters because they just like, yo, And even though, like, it's crazy. I have a crazy story, man, because I started off young.
Go in.
Basically, I started off age of 15 DJing at 2 bars. Everybody was just like, yo, get Lil Man, because I was hungry. I was hot. Get Lil Man. You're not
even legally allowed to be in the spot.
I ain't even had no name just yet. The Quest was just later, like 96, when I dropped my first mixtape. It was called DJ Quest Flavor. It was like Quest. It was just basically like DJ Quest Flavor, but I ain't never had no flavor added to my name till later because I started seeing other Quests, and you got Quest Love from the Roots.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have people get confused because it's Quest Flavor.
True,
you know what I'm saying?
True.
So and that's how everything came about. But I met Ramo. Ramo heard me doing my thing over here, and I was dealing with the Latin promoters. So every time when like Fat Joe and all of them would come over, or Tony Sunshine or any of them from Terror Squad, he'd just be sitting back sometimes. It's like, yo, just rock out, just play this, and I just DJ, and then
Okay.
So eventually, at the spot where I was doing, it closed down and reopened back up. He ended up getting Thursday nights, and the first person he called was me. Like, yo, I'm doing Thursday nights, and I'm kind of falling back from the promoter scene because they don't really want to pay no money. So Speak
the truth.
They don't really want to pay no money, man. So anyway, long story short, I come down there rocking out. He like, yo, I'll give you this amount every Thursday. Just help me promote. Da 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 da. I'm like, yo, I don't care. I'm down. Like, boom. So yeah, one thing led to another. We chilling one day. We rapping. I come to his crib and everything in Newark, and he's like, yo, I want you to go with me to Japan. We on the road. We drive. I'm like,
pulling your leg, right?
because with me. Not to try to toot my own horn or nothing, I had a lot of people coming up to me like, yo, da-da-da-da-da. I could do this for you. I could do that for you. And I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I went through a situation where, I ain't really trusting him. I'm like, whatever, but when he said that.
If you don't mind me asking, I want to stop right there.
Yeah.
That situation that made you go, I'm not going to put myself in that position again.
Right.
Do you mind sprinkling a little bit of flavor on us? Because what I like to know is that that learning, that thing that made Quest become so more vigilant.
All right, so
go in.
This is the story. Had a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? I knew for a little minute, and he was well known for throwing parties over here, and it was a Greek fest down in because I was doing parties down in Asbury Park.
Okay.
Like I wasn't even driving. I ain't had no L's, but I always had people around me that wanted to go.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I carry a crate just to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we ended up going down there and rocking out. Like I said, I was hot. So while I'm DJing, I got people, yo, let me get your number. Like, let me get your number.
So they can book you.
I'm giving them my number. Coming to find out, the dude that brought me down there, that introduced me to everything at the Greek Fest, he felt some type of way.
Oh, the hate.
So it got some, some tension in there built.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it just led to some other stuff, and then boom. And that's when I knew, like, oh, Caspi really trying to, like the management game, they're really trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So from that, you learned what?
I learned, basically just basically handle your paperwork and read over your paperwork. But I ain't never signed nothing. I ain't do nothing. So my main thing is that, put it like this. All right, I'm going to tell you the real. It felt like he tried to hold me hostage. You know what I'm saying? All my friends and them left. I ain't had no ride back. I ain't had nobody. I was just there with them. So it kind of felt like he tried to keep me hostage.
And the only way you were going to be released is if you did what? Signed an agreement with him?
No. It was just like, yo, I'm your manager. Like, don't let nobody come and, try to give you the number and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
That's
you saw him try to circumvent.
And then me, anyway, it's like I always had a little wall up when it came to that. Like, because I ain't really know, I ain't really know.
You're perceptive.
Yeah, I was young, but I'm like,
you're not stupid.
You ain't my manager, bro. I'm saying, like, bro, I'm down here networking. This is what I came to do.
Yeah.
I came here to rock out and network and meet other people and other promoters so I could come back down there.
Yeah.
On my own. Like, that's my thing. Like,
and how old are you at this time, Mayun?
Man, I don't know. I think I was like 18.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, 18.
So,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, because every time you mention a story, it seems to be a well-directed, well-focused, well-planned. And, when we come back from this break, I want to know, who was the influence behind that forethought? Now, if you're telling me you developed that as you bumped your head and went along the way, I want to hear that. But I think there's somebody that was critical to that. So my boy Quest Flavor, Squirrel Rosenberg Radio, we're going to take a quick break, come back. We got all this RGF, Fetty Wap new stuff playing in the background.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to talk about the RGF connection in a few.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. One. That's your mixtape, no?
Yeah.
That's big. Which mixtape is that?
That's Back to Feet in the Streets. That was just something just to put out there, because right now, for a minute I've been talking in private events.
Okay.
That's my main thing right now.
Yeah, do me a favor. Let my viewers know once again where they can hear some of this classic.
You can catch it on SoundCloud, my Mixcloud at DJ Quest Flavor. I spell Flavor Flavor. So just check it out, man.
Boom,
I'm about to put some new mixes up there, though.
Yeah, please do that. And what we're going to do here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio, we're going to give a link to his SoundCloud from our link. We're going to definitely be following you on that to make sure that
also follow me. It's part of me. Also, my YouTube page. Subscribe to my YouTube page, DJ Quest Flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's something new right there. I just started up, but I had to reinvent it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I like the way you're going because we're doing the same thing here. So we'll definitely try to share and build our followers together as we definitely subscribe to your channel and you do the same to ours and we grow. Definitely. However, we were talking a little bit and as we get ready to wrap this last segment, one of the things I said I'm very impressed by is your story. And I asked, was there someone that was significant in the entrepreneurial mindset that you had? Or were you just that from the get-go? Based on what you can remember, now that you can look back a little bit.
Yeah, I was that from the get-go. It wasn't nobody that really.
Nobody in your family was like in the business or anything like that who said?
Nobody was in the business. This is all going, watching movies and doing my homework, learning how hip-hop started, where it came from, learning about disco, learning about, what I'm saying, just everything, rock.
Doing your research,
pop.
As you said.
Yeah, that's how everything, that's how everything came about. And when you watching these movies like B Street and you have a couple of movies that I watched that I grew up off. You see how they did it. You just watch the pattern, and then it's like, what also helped me a lot. I used to sneak and listen to Mr. Magic on the radio.
Ooh. Yeah.
I was supposed to be asleep. But in the 80s I used to listen to Mr. Magic. And then also I got it really inspired from the mixtapes, because when you hearing these guys on the mixtapes, you hearing them shouting out everybody in Virginia, Atlanta.
True,
they going all these spots, and they selling the mixtapes out there that they meet either people that they met that came to New York. You know what I mean? Down in North Carolina, everywhere. They shouting out everywhere. LA. I'm like, damn, how they get their mixtapes down there? Like,
You was inspired by that.
Yeah.
So you know what's so funny, and as we were getting to realize, and I had this conversation with Marlon B, who was another DJ that was on the show a couple of weeks ago, and we realized that because when you and I are talking, DJs are like, what's the word I'm looking for? Psychologists of the dance hall or of the disco, because when you get behind that one or twos, remember we were talking, you like to stay in a certain BPM, in a certain genre. How do you rock out?
Yeah, I rock out. Like I said, I rock out in a certain genre. According, like if I'm gonna give you a pop set, it's gonna be a pop set. If it's a reggae set,
you're gonna stay in that reggae set for a few.
I'm gonna stay in the reggae set. If it's gonna be soca, calypso, I'm gonna stay in that set.
But you understand the therapy that you create for the people, the listeners or in the dancers on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Because the minute you drop a record, it brings this feeling back. It just and you're controlling the emotions.
Yeah,
I've played a couple of times, and when I look and see that, so as a DJ who played around the world, what was that response like for you?
The response is crazy for me every time. Like, my job, like my one thing, like, that I do look up to is, what people need to know as DJs, the DJ moves the crowd. We're the MCs. Whatever we say, they will listen.
The master of ceremony.
Yeah. And one of my mentors that does that do that to this day is DJ Mr. C.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I will salute you in that, bro. I will salute you in that. Big shout out to Mr. C.
Yeah. That's big bro. That's OG right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, bro. He knows how to move a crowd and the way he plays. And I love the story that's told when he plays. There's a very salute.
Yep. So that's my main thing. But I'm definitely into like the Cool Herc, the Grandmaster Flash. You know what I'm saying? Grandmaster Cash. Like I like all the original cats. Curtis Blow, Run DMC.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the big executives like Russell Simmons, Rick Rubin.
Yeah.
Lior, like Kevin Liles, like all the pioneers. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like, this is what I do. Like,
we definitely see that.
This is what I'm living. This is my dream.
I definitely see that.
A lot of people started DJing just to do it as a little hobby. Like, this is my dream. Like, I plan on going on tour ever since I started. Like,
that's what I want to ask you as we get ready to wrap here on Squirrel Rosenberg Radio. You see your future. You have the magic wand 2 things you would like to do in the future with that magic wand. You can do anything you want. 2 things you'd like to do. Go.
Travel the world, and also progress. I wanna take over the private party market and become big, like, major, because there's so much in that field that a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the clubs, the radios, the mixtapes, and dealing with the artists and everything, that will help you get that light.
When you say the private market industry,
like private club, like private events, like a wedding,
okay.
Sweet 16s, bar mitzvahs, that's where the money at. Yeah, it's cool to be on the road with an artist, but it's also a lot of work that goes behind it within everything.
You know what? I really appreciate everything you've shared tonight, and we didn't get a chance to really big up the RGF connection. So as we get ready to close, could you please let my listeners know your affiliation with the whole camp and the whole Fetty Wap new album that's coming out?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm a part of RGF Productions, AMG Zoo Gang. Right now I'm a DJ affiliate until other things comes up, but I'm basically the man that's there for anything.
Boom. So right now we are honored for you to be here on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
And I got to tell you this straight up, as I've talked to a lot of cats and I talked to a lot of DJs, and to see where you are at your age and where on the steps you've made at your age, I salute you. And it's
Thank you.
funny to see that mom was behind you when she saw that party rocked out and finally got on board. And for you to be blazing the
she got on board. She got on board.
She had no choice.
After a while, she'd be in the street and they'd be like, "Hey, I saw your son DJ at that party, the wedding or cookout. He was good."
DJ Questlove, my man. Thank you so much.
I got to big up DJ Extreme, my young boy.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Extreme. Yeah, he was the catalyst for you coming here. No, big shout out to that, and a big shout out for you, man. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
Yo, Squirrel Rosenberg Radio, Squirrel Rosenberg TV, your boy DJ Quest Flavor, rocking out. Look out for him on his SoundCloud. We're gonna link to our SoundCloud. Yo, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. 1.